Hey guys, it's Dark Moonlight here with my cat, Gypsy Rose. Oops, sorry. And today I'm going to be doing a tutorial on how to customize a horse. I'm still fairly new at it, so my customs aren't the greatest. But I'm gonna do the best I can on showing you this. But first off, you're probably wondering where the heck is the new part of the new arrival. It should be coming out soon, but the reason it has not, the reason it hasn't come out yet is because I was really busy there for a really long time. And then this past week and a half, 2 weeks, I've been dealing with really bad allergies, and I'm just now getting over them, so that's why I'm like coughing a lot. And yeah, so it should be coming out hopefully later this week, but let's get started with the video. Say bye, Gypsy! Come on, give us your happy face. Alright, I guess not. Also, I apologize for the loudness. I have to have this fan on because today our air conditioner stopped working and it feels like it's like 80 some degrees. And whenever the sun sets, the sun shines right in my room, so it gets really warm. So my room is like really hot right now, so I had to bring a fan up. So that's why you hear that, so yeah. Okay, so the first thing you're going to need is paints. You can use any color paint you want. It all depends on what you want your horse to look like. You can have a horse that has a more realistic coat to it, like Pippin here, who is my Appaloosa. Yeah, I know he's not really realistic, but he's an Appaloosa, so you could do Appaloosa. Or you could do something fantasy themed after like My Little Pony or something. I just had this LPS My Little Pony, and she was a white one, so she got really dirty, and so I just decided to customize her into Rainbow Dash. Not because I watch My Little Pony or anything, because I don't. But I'd seen a couple customizations of her, and I just thought she was really cute, so I thought I'd try it. So you could do a fantasy color like Rainbow Dash, or you could also do, I'm not sure how many people do this, but you could do a Remembrance one, which, if you don't know what that is, that's like Haven here. Lay him down so you can see him. Haven is my custom dark blue ribbon cancer horse. The dark blue is for colon cancer, and I made him shortly after my grandmother died, because my first grandmother died suddenly of organ problems, I believe it was. But my other grandmother, she just passed away, like I think it was December 14th or something of 2013. And she had colon cancer, and she was battling it for 18 months. So I made this guy in remembrance of her. So that's why he's dark blue. Do something like that. But today I'm gonna go on Pinterest and pick my ideas off of there. So anyway, back to supplies. You can also use this plastic fusion stuff. I have the satin color, which is the closest thing to white. It works very well on plastic horses, or you can just use regular white paint. I used to use just regular white paint, but my models, their paint would crack, so I found that this helps a lot better, so I definitely recommend this. I think I got it for like $3 or $4 at Walmart, I believe it was. It doesn't have the tag on it still, so I don't know. But I use it on all my models now, so it's really nice. You'll also need a cup of water. Mine's been used a lot, so yeah, mine's pretty dirty, and it's broken because my cat knocked it into the sink. Not that one, but a different one. So it's cracked a lot, but it works. It's not broken, so it works. You will also need something to hold your paint on. You can use cardboard. I used to use cardboard all the time, but then I got this at a craft store for like $1 or $2, I believe, and it's really nice. It's really sturdy. I just love this. I prefer to use this. It's got the big mixing part here and then individual colors, so I really like this. You will also need something to cover the area where you're working. I'm going to use this old newspaper. So you can use newspaper, you can use cardboard, you can use whatever you want. You will also need an idea. So I have my Pinterest up here, and I have a board completely for model horse custom ideas. So I'm going to click on that. And you can get ideas off of Pinterest, off of Google. You can get them off of a book, wherever you want to get them from. So I have my ideas. Or you can just do it, like I said, if you want to make a fantasy one or a remembrance one. Do it however you want with that. You will also need your models. I have this black one. It's not Briar, but it's a cute model, and I just want it a different color. So you can pick different sized models, like this guy. He's a past custom I did, but he's chipping, so I'm going to redo him. So you can pick any size you want. I got a barrel of these a while back for $10, I believe, at Toys R Us. I don't believe they sell them anymore, but I actually just went to Goodwill the other day, and I found this guy for 99 cents, and he's the exact same brand. They're not a name brand, so I don't really remember what brand they are. And so I got him for 99 cents, and I'm going to customize him. Alright, first what you're going to want to do is take your model. I'm just using this guy as an example. You're either going to spray him with your spray paint, or this, your paint over him with white. I find that this works quicker. You just have to let them dry longer than you would if you use just regular white paint. This actually works the best. I'm sure you could use regular spray paint, but this is for plastic, so I just thought that would work the best. So you're going to take him and spray your horse with the paint, or do whatever you want. So I have two horses I sprayed this morning before I started my schoolwork, and so I can choose what size I want to work with. I have them sitting in front of my fan, so if I feel like I'm yelling, that's why, because I don't want to have you guys not be able to hear me. So I have my two horses. I already sprayed them this morning because I usually like to let mine sit from about 12 hours. It's a little earlier than 12 hours, but so that's why they're in the fan. And they seem to be drying pretty well. I just hold them to the fan. With this spray paint though, your hands get really messy, so my hands are still pretty messy from spraying these guys this morning, and I've scrubbed at them. So you're going to want to pick which size model, and you don't want to stand up today, do you? And mine, this one's got leg deformation, so before I paint, I want to try and fix that the best I can. Oh, I also forgot to mention, if you want to, you can get clay and sculpt your horse, if you want to make any changes sculpting wise. I don't like to do that just because I don't have the right clay, and I don't have the patience. So I think I'm going to pick this big guy here, and I'm just going to hold him in front of the fan a little bit longer, just to make sure he's at least pretty dry. You see Rachel sitting in the background. And he's still a little sticky, but that's typical until you get the paint on him. So I think I'm going to use this big guy. Alright, so I have him, and he's sitting on my paper. And I'm going to go to my Pinterest and just check out some ideas for him. Okay, so I have like all these charts and everything. That's kind of small, so I don't think I'm going to use that. This guy's pretty neat, but I don't think I'm going to do that one right now because that takes up a lot of time. This guy I'm going to use on a foal, just because I think it would look better on a foal. Here's some patterns. This splash is kind of cool. There's also this which is the different, yeah. So I think I'm either gonna do this color, which I looked at these before, so just to sort of get an idea. I'm either gonna do this guy, or this guy. Or this guy. I don't know, they're all so cute. I think he's pretty neat, but I'm going to save him for another time because he looks like he's going to be a lot more work. So, this guy. So I'm going to keep my picture up and get ready to start painting. Alright, so I have black paint that I'm going to need. And I'm going to take these two brown colors. This one's just a normal brown, and this one is called Plaid. That's what that sort of looks like. It's like a darker brown, I believe. So he's probably going to be darker than this horse. And I'm also going to take my white just so I can go over some of his patches since he's not completely covered that great. I know in this picture he's got brown or, yeah, dark eyes. But I think I'm going to give this guy light blue eyes. So I'm going to take my blue and mix it with my white then. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is take my two browns and shake them really well. And just put some in the middle here, since it's my bigger spot. I'll just put a little bit in there. Oops. That's why you have paper towels handy. I'm bleeding brown! Alright, let's get rid of that. You don't need that everywhere. It's difficult to do this with one hand. Alright, so I have that brown. And I'm going to shake up my plaid brown. And just put a little bit next to it. And you can see that's a bit darker. This is the plaid. And this is the normal brown. And then I'm just going to mix that up. Okay, so mix your brown. And that's actually a pretty close color. It's a little darker, but I think it's actually fairly close. And it kind of overflowed there a bit. But to make it a little lighter, I'm going to add just a tiny, tiny bit of white. Not very much at all. And let's just see if that makes it any lighter. Yep, so then I'm just going to scrape my paintbrush on the sides to try and get as much of the paint off as I can to save it. And I'm just going to plop it over here in my brush. And the next step I'm going to do is map out where I want his patches at. Okay, so I got most of my mapping done. That's what his mapping looks like. And so now I'm going to go in and fill out his brown areas. Okay, so I have his outlines colored in all except for that one, which I just realized now is not colored in, so I have to color that in. But I'm going to let him dry for a little bit and then do a second coat of brown because it's really thin and it's not colored properly. Yeah, so I need to do a second coat of his brown. Alright, sorry it's dark in my room. The sun went down. But I have this guy's second coat on. Guy, girl, I don't know yet. I'll have to wait and see what it looks like. So I'm going to let the second coat dry. It looks a lot better with the second coat. Still not perfect, I mean, but nothing ever is. But I really like him so far. He kind of reminds me of the Schleich paint styling, just because of that spot there and the way his back is shaped. I don't know. But what I'm going to do next is do his white spots and just go over them with a layer of white paint. While I'm waiting for him to dry, I'm going to start working on this guy and not show you any progress on him until he is completely done. So you guys will get a surprise horse. And I'm not going to tell you what I'm going to customize him like. You'll just have to wait and see. Okay, so now I have the white parts done. I don't think I'm going to do a second coat of that. I think I'm just going to do the one. Because I think it looks pretty nice with just one. So then what I'm going to do is his mane, and I'm going to make that black. Okay, so now I have his mane and tail done. And the last thing I have to do is his eyes. Okay, so now I have his eyes done. I made them both blue. This eye got a little messed up, but this one turned out okay. And then what you can do is you can, basically after this you're done. You can spray your horse with your clear coat. It's pretty late at night, so I'm not going to do mine until tomorrow morning. But clear coat will definitely help the paint stay on better. But I'm going to go back and do his hose. and do some detail on his muzzle, and then I will reveal him to you, and I will also reveal the other custom to you. Okay guys, I'm going to show you the final products of these two. I want to give you a heads up, I have a couple more to customize. I believe I have like 5 more horses of the same brand to customize. And so I'll be making a video specifically on them, including names, gender, age, and all that great stuff. So I won't be telling you any of that right now. But for these two, if you have name suggestions, I would greatly appreciate them. So here they are. Alright, so here's the one I was showing you progress on, that I was telling you how to customize with. So I did some detail on his muzzle. I made it a little pink. I made it a little pink color. And then he's got his spots, and he's got black hose. I don't like to do bottoms of hose. Just set them on something. It usually gets paint on it while they're drying, so it's usually easier for me not to do it. And then he's got his half white ear and brown ear. And so that's just an overall look at him. I really like how he turned out. And then this is the surprise one. I customized him to look like that half zebra, half horse, so the Zorse. He's got a couple lines that are thicker than I would have liked, just because I don't really have any paintbrushes that are a good definition for zebra stripes, but I really like how he turned out. I think he turned out really sweet. I'm just saying he because I don't, yeah, you know. But I think he's really sweet looking little pony. I really like how he turned out. So I'm actually going to go spray these guys with the clear coat on, and if you guys make customizations, I'd love to see your videos of them, because I just like looking at other people's custom horses. So thanks for watching this video, and I hope you enjoyed. Bye!